In this lesson, we're going to talk about octaves. Octaves. Okay, octaves. Now, knowing how to make an octave on the bass guitar for utilizing the number system is a very, very important trick. And I just want to make sure that you know how to do this and show you something that can really expand your ability to use the number system. So here we go. An octave looks like this. Whenever on a bass guitar, this is only for the bass guitar actually, not the guitar, regular guitar, but whenever you have a note, let's say you pick any note you want here, there's going to be an octave of that note. If you're looking at it this way, down 2 strings and to the right 2 frets. Those 2, that's an octave. And that would be true anywhere on the bass. So if the note was here, same trick. You go down. It looks like up, but remember, when you're looking at it and you're playing, it's actually going down. 1, 2, and then to the right, 2. 2. That is an octave. Those are the same notes. It would even go here. Let's say this open A here. Same trick. Down 1, 2, and up 2 frets. 1, 2. Those are the same notes. So if the note names are the same, that means the numbers are exactly the same too. So if this happened to be a number 1, this here is a number 1. This happens to be a number 4, let's say I'm just making this up, this would also be a 4. If this note was a 2, this would also be a 2. And the opposite is true as well. Let me get this eraser and show you. But if, let's say, I'll pick a different color this time. Let's say you had a note here. Well, you can't go down 2 frets, but you can go up this way. So from here, you would go to the left 2. You just reverse it. Left 2, up the neck 2. That would be the same note. Here, to the left 2 frets, up 2 strings. Those are octaves. Exact same notes. Now let me show you how this will play a huge role in expanding the number system scale pattern that I first showed you. So let's say you had, let's say we're playing in the key of D, and you're right here. So that's a D. Even though this is a D here, for the sake of our pattern, I will play it right here. That's a D note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And remember, the reason why there's a 1 there is because it's down 2 strings, 1, 2, to the right 2 frets, 1, 2. So there's 1 there. Well, if this is true, then you can take your knowledge of octaves and create other numbers. For example, if this is a 7 here, then using that octave trick, you can go to the left 1, 2 frets, up 2 strings. There's another 7 right there. See? If 5 is here, there's another 5. See if you can just spot it by eyeballing it. But yeah, to the left 2 frets, up 2 strings. This is a 5. Let's try this one. 3. If there's a 3 here, then you can find another 3 by going 1, 2 to the left, up 2 strings. 1, 2. 3 is right there. You see, these are all octaves. 5 and 5, 7 and 7, 1 and 1. Now I want to show you one more trick that will hopefully make this make sense. I'm going to use a whole different color on this one. Let's do red. Okay, so let's say you are playing in the key of, let's see, in the key of that G, and you decide you want to play in the key of G. Remember, the most important part of playing to the numbers is knowing what key you're playing it in. So let's say we're going to pick this G here. Well, actually, E, A, D, G. That's right here. So this would be a G. Let's say you're playing here. You would create your first scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you can't go up to 6 here because you'll run out of frets. By the way, just wanted to let you know, this is true for any bass guitar, even if it's a 5-string or 6-string, because unlike a guitar where the tuning changes between 2 strings, on the bass it could be 9-string bass. The tuning doesn't change at all, so this pattern will be used anywhere and everywhere on the bass. But let's say if this were to go on 3, 5, you have 6 here, 7 here, and you got 1 here. Now watch this. Using this octave trick, let me show you. Well, 7, octave of that is there. 6, octave of that would be 1, 2, 1, 2. 5 would be 1, 2, 1, 2. 4 would be 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let me show you this. I've just used my octave trick to go and beyond my 1 pattern. And if you notice, here was the first pattern that I played. Well, if you just shift from this position to this position, the pattern looks exactly the same. So now using that pattern, you have this 1 pattern. All you have to do is shift 2 frets up, move 2 frets down, or 2 strings down, and you got all these numbers once again. So that is one way how to expand the number system beyond 1 octave of notes. You can find all these other notes by just using common sense with octaves, and then it allows you to open up your fretboard to play in other octaves. Okay.